Hi, I'm Mateo.
I'm Linda.
I'm Jamie.
We're full stack students at BCIT, and we created Minerva, a Markdown editor for professionals.
When we think about Markdown, one of the first questions that comes to mind is, what is Markdown? Well, it's a really simple way of writing things for the web, and it's used by developers, bloggers, and technical writers. Instead of talking about how awesome Minerva is, we'd rather show you. And I'll be working with Jamie and Mateo to add a README to our GitHub repository. This is a form of documentation that all good projects require because it helps users understand what the project is about and get them interested in it. And as you can see, this repository currently doesn't have a document, but that's okay because we're going to be using the Minerva application. I'm already logged in to my GitHub account. And what I can do from here, if you can see, is I can pull the repository and either select a pre-made template from all of these different really cool templates. But in this case, we're going to be creating a nice blank one. And from here, I can create a collaborative session and send this code to my collaborators. All right, team, I'll be working on the community section.
Okay, I can take introduction and description sections.
And I'll take the contributing guidelines.
All right, sounds good. Wow, guys, this looks great. Well, now that I have all this awesome work, what I can go ahead and do is push this right to the repository. Nice, really easy. Once I go back into the repository, you can see that now my README is available for everyone to take a look at. How awesome is that? And from here, Jamie's going to go ahead and run us through the architecture.
Okay, so our application consists of three main parts. As you saw earlier on, there's a collaborative part of our application, and that is handled by a socket server that allows for real-time collaboration. Think Google Docs, but for Markdown. We also have GitHub integration, which allows us to make changes locally and push that and see those changes reflected on our GitHub repos. And then the actual application itself is built upon Electron, which allows us to use Minerva either on a Mac, a PC, Windows, whatever we want. And there's one other thing we're working on, which is a custom Markdown parser in Rust that will provide a lot of performance benefits. So say you're writing a document that's really large, you would need that performance boost.
Best of all, Minerva is completely free and open source. Everything from the editor itself to the Markdown parser to the collaborative server on the backend is all licensed under GPL, meaning you can download the source code, make any changes, request any changes, or report any bugs. We really believe in the power of collaborative community efforts, and we really want to build a community that's passionate about the tools they use and really want to make the best Markdown editor possible. We have a few things on the roadmap moving forward. Like Jamie mentioned, we really want to get that Rust parser integrated with the final application. That will give us huge benefits in performance, and a lot of users who use big documents will definitely notice a difference. There's also some other quality of life improvements we want to make, like theming, getting support for what you see is what you get editor, which a lot of people prefer to the pane view that we currently have, and of course, getting spell check. Since Minerva is open source, you might be wondering where the opportunity is to monetize the app. Minerva is free for all users up to 4 collaborators. If you want to collaborate with more people, we offer different tiers of subscription plans, anywhere from $8 all the way up to $30. This is great for small professional teams or large enterprise companies.
Thank you so much for listening to our pitch about Minerva. We hope you thought the project is awesome because we certainly do. So come check us out at minervaeditor.com.